And this brings me back to the empathy tour too. And I want to, really just
Yeah.
acknowledge you for the inspiration that you really brought to us shaping
Mm.
that. And one of the best things I've gotten out of even this last year in working with you was the amazing resource you brought to the table in Rachel and this copywriting and the juice that I got to get flowing from writing and really exploring and clarifying my message. Because with the empathy tour, one of the most transformative moments we had was we worked with the story brand model. It's really identifying your vision into like the hero's journey. And as part
Yeah.
of that, you identify the villain. And for us, that was such a turning point for us with the empathy tour
Mm.
because we realized we had to name what we were up against. And we had to
Yes.
name what's the good fight that we're fighting for. And in
Yeah.
realizing that mainstream business culture, this culture that doesn't want you to slow down and just wants you to just produce at any cost, it's more than it just not honoring. It actually is like actively harmful. It's actively harmful.
Yeah.
And that's really what we realize, that's what's at stake. And that's the piece where as we all come into, finding our purpose, which is that, that beautiful intersection of what we, what our dreams are for the world, what breaks our heart, there's some beautiful Venn diagrams about this,
Yeah.
but that's what gives me strength to work, to make powerful requests, to ask for what I'm worth.
Essentially, you've heard me talk about this, which is a Todd Henry phrase he uses in his books, which is compassion and anger. What are
Yes.
you so passionate about that it actually just pisses you off? All the wisdom that is amassed and, all the time that humans have been on this earth, we are learning. And I always say, like, it's a slow moving ship, it's like a slow turn. And so we just have this little tiny gap of, if we're lucky, 100 years of our
Mm-hmm.
time on this earth, but we're still fighting fights that people were fighting long before we came here, and they're still going to be long after we go. So what is the little needle we can move, right, in
Yeah.
the time that we're here?